Hey folks, back on site here with Johnny Valentine. We're making him do water today. He's helping me. We're helping each other on this Solar EMP job.
This has always been a dream of mine.
Did you hear that? Man, I paid him a lot for that endorsement testimony. What we're gonna do, we're again suggested to the customer that we change out a lot of the loads to loads that we could run off the Solar. And one of them is this Grundfos pump I just started sticking down here. It's a 6S QF2. You gotta see it down there. Well, it's in there. And so Johnny's helped me feed this in here. We're gonna put it on a simple pump cap, and it's gonna be 200 foot down. And again, we didn't use straight pipe because you see where we're working. But we made a lot of suggestions here about where to put the well. It's nice to have the well inside your building, so you have total security, control over it. Nobody can tamper with it. And hand pump will be right here, so you can have the hand pump pressurizing this bladder tank, and that's pretty cool, don't you think?
Especially the most important part, the main voyage of the new solar van on this job.
Oh, he's so into his new van. We'll have to show you his new van. I don't even know if I can get a shot from in here. I'm down. Oh, look at that. The new van.
See it?
I see it. The new solar van. He's quite a nice upgrade to the work vehicle here.
From a truck to a van.
It's pretty cool. Now I really have to haul all the stuff, the trailer and the batteries and the solar racks and the shredders. All right, that's enough on that. We'll be back. All right, Johnny's taking over this job. I'm just gonna sit down and enjoy myself. Plumbed up this bladder tank. He's wiring up the pressure switch. We are doing this one at 115 volts. So we are just breaking one leg. Got our neutrals tied together.
It's a double pole pressure switch. There ain't no reason why it can't be single.
But they don't make one that I know of. Do they make a single pole?
48 volts on this too?
Yeah, there's a DC. Yeah, but with a DC code, you got to put a jumper. The negatives go through. The positives, you get a jumper in the middle two terminals. That's the NEC code for using as a DC switch.
But it's the same square D.
Same square D switch. The only other ones we use that are different are the reverse logic for the CU200 controllers on these pumps. So we're having a debate on these.
Heavy heated argument. I got the 10 days. Thomas Betts, tried and true.
And I have the green leaves that have insulated and non-insulated.
Yeah, they say insulated, non-insulated. These just have a little guide.
So
anybody out there, step up, answer this question for us.
So when you're crimping like butt splice connectors with a yellow plastic insulation, can you use those Staycon pliers? What are yours?
Staycon.
Staycon.
Thomas Betts.
Thomas Betts.
Staycon Lug crimpers. It's WT 111M.
Well, mine's been out in the field too long. I can't read nothing.
Well, I guarantee you this is a better tool than that one. Go ahead and say it.
So we're just having a little, pissing contest over our tools today.
Time to step this simple pump up.
Let's put the simple pump in. All right. So that's what we're going to do next. We got the submersible in, plumbed, wired. Simple pump time. She was running. Hey, Johnny. What do we got going on here? We got dual turbo solar.
It's nice to know the solar works.
We're testing the inverter. We ran it up to about 3,000 watts, maybe high 2s. And she's running off the solar right now. Bringing down about 1,800 watts. So we have inverter number 1, setup number 1, and we have setup number 2. They have identical batteries. The Outback IDR2s. You gonna turn off these noisy contraptions? Oh, the fan finally did kick on.
That's a charge controller fan. No, that's an inverter fan.
Inverter fan came on. On the side, you get to see what the inverter's doing, whether it says B for battery. It'll tell you, we'll switch over to grid support. If the battery discharges about 10% off the top, then it looks for another charging source, whether a generator or grid. So, doing pretty good. We've also hooked up these chargers. We're going to put these chargers in their Faraday cage. These are little 18 amp, 48 volt chargers from Meanwell. And got an Anderson connector here. Have the same setup for both battery banks, so we can charge. It gives them an ability to charge these during bad weather or at night if they want to off of a generator. And as we were talking before, we could take a Honda and load up both.
One EU 2000 would be.
One EU 2000 would be enough to max out the charger and charge these batteries up nicely. The only thing we haven't done, we got this Midnight Baby box ready to go, is to put a DC mini split, which will be here shortly for air conditioning. And that is being installed upstairs. All right. Okay, wanted to show you the EMP strategy for protecting the well pump that I just put in here. And that is using the Solarc EMP hardened solar generator. And then I also have just, part of the system are these high frequency ferrite cores. And so I've got that around the 3 conductors. You know, you're supposed to put them as close as you can to the appliance, but I'm not putting it 200 feet down in the well. So anyway, that is how we protect. Now, in some cases, it's easier just put around the appliance cord, your refrigerator cord, your not your toaster. That's already EMP proof. Coffee pot, anything with electronics in it. You want to put it around the cord. I just put a zip tie around it just to make sure she doesn't pop open. So anyway, that's some EMP hardening of a well pump, and it's a 110 volt well pump because of the Solarc's inverter limitation there at this point. And so we are EMP hardened. So we put the pump in today. We got the bladder tank fully nicely adjusted for them. And then we are going to test. I'm going to do some more load testing and make sure the transfer switches, that we've got the right circuits. And yeah, that's our that's the plan. There's our setup, and here are our circuits. Our transfer switches are in here, this little closet area, and they are, 2 of them are tied in to this panel, and then we have 2 more tied into the house panel, which is across the way. So nothing on this job was easy. We couldn't put any of the Solarc equipment and gear next to the I'm getting all these messages coming in, sorry. I couldn't put it next to the Solarc.